are starting laying down onto this rolled up blanket. So you're gonna take, a blanket from your couch, or, if you have a yoga blanket or whatever, just find the long edge and then roll it up on that long edge so that this blanket can span the length of your spine from your tailbone. So you're gonna sit on it and then, right, keep your feet down and then use your hands to support you as you lay down all the way so that this long blanket is from your tailbone all the way up to even your head resting on it. And then tuck your shoulders underneath you a little bit so your chest starts to open up. And then with your feet, you can bring the bottoms of your feet together and your knees drop open wide. Or bring your knees together and let your feet go wide. So then you kind of knock knee in a way. Let your hands rest by your side and palms can be up. And then just allow your eyes to close here. And start to dive inside. Elongate your breath. So just starting to create this connection with your breath, thinking about it, doing it purposefully and with intention. Feel the belly and the ribs and the chest really expand up as you inhale, and at the same time, your back is pushing against the blanket. And every exhale, just relax the whole body a little bit more easily, a little bit more heavily. And just finding this time, right, that you have chosen to dedicate to yourself. Just being in this moment as you slowly navigate your awareness to the inside of your body. So as your eyes are closed, just pause in the stillness that your body is in. Dive inside and observe the aliveness that lives beneath the layer of your skin, beneath the surface. And just feel the flow of your breath coming inside of your body and releasing out of your body. And imagine that it's almost like you're viewing from the inside out. You're viewing what is happening with the breath from the inside out. And bringing your awareness there, just see your rib cage expand as your lungs push against the inside of your rib bones. Feel those rib cages or your ribs pull gently closer together as you exhale and as you sink against the support beneath you. Bring your awareness to your hands and relax your fingers and your thumbs. Bring your awareness to the space between your eyebrows. And just dive inside of the mind. Feel the head and the eyes get softer, a little heavier. Feel your jaw get a little heavier as well, and feel the neck muscles and the upper back soften. And as you're observing yourself from this kind of inside out view, start to elongate your breath. So you feel the front of your body lifting up closer towards the ceiling a little bit more with every inhale. And then exhale, release effortlessly, and then try to push more air out of the body. And then create this breath to be as steady and smooth and easeful as you can. But let it go longer and deeper with every round. And as you're bringing intention into doing your breath, notice where tightness or gripping or tension starts to initiate or cultivate. And then as you exhale, every exhale, relax more. even as intentionally or as you are being intentional with your exhales, as you're intentionally breathing. And then as you're kind of inside the body, observing the breath and elongating the breath, notice how you're feeling, right? It could be physical, it could be more energetic, it could be emotional. Just notice, right, as an observer, without any sense of attachment to these feelings, just let your awareness kind of hop from one feeling or one word to the other. It could be calm, it could be tightness, it could be rested or heavy, or it could be totally different, frustrated, anxious, ready to move, right? Just notice it, and as you're noticing it, is there any judgment to what you're noticing? So allow yourself to notice without judging. And let your awareness just jump from one word to the other as you're identifying just simply how you are feeling right now. And then we'll take a nice deep breath together. So exhale all of the air out of your body with an open mouth. Just get as empty as you can. And then once you're empty, seal your lips and breathe in fully through your belly, filling into your ribs, up into your chest, so full. And then with an open mouth, exhale it out and totally relax. And then we'll wriggle the fingers and the toes and bring your knees pointing up to the ceiling if they're not already. We're gonna just bring your right arm all the way, reaching behind you, and roll over to your right side. Bring your left hand in front of you and just hang out here for a second, relaxing onto that whole right side of your body. Let your eyes stay closed if that feels good. Take a nice deep breath in. And just exhale, heavy body here. Now you're gonna use the support of your hands to push yourself up. Take this blanket off of your mat and lay on your back. Bring both knees into your chest and rock side to side, squeezing your knees in. Maybe move your knees in a circle so you're bringing a little movement on your back. You can bring your knees out away from you and squeeze them back in a couple times. Good. Now we're gonna just do a half straddle. So let your knees separate, hold on to your inner knees, push your knees apart, right? Feel this movement as you kind of still rock a little side to side, left to right. Deeper breaths in and out. Okay, and then we're gonna drop your feet to the floor. Feet are about hip distance, and let your hands be by your side. Palms are facing your body, so your pinky edges of your arms are on the floor. Press into your feet and start to lift your hips and your spine off the mat. And then lift your arms up, so your fingers reach to the ceiling, and then reach your arms all the way back behind you. Palms are still facing each other here. Press evenly into your feet, lift your hips higher. Take another breath. With your exhale, lift the arms up and slowly lower your arms and your back down to the floor together. And then we're gonna keep going with the breath. Inhale, lift your tailbone, lift the low back, lift your arms up at the same time. Lift all the way up, reaching your arms all the way back. And then slowly lift the arms and lower all the way back down to your hips and hands land together. We're gonna do this 3 more times. Inhale, lift, reach all the way back. Exhale, lower. So move maybe a little quicker or slow as you want to. Just try to match the breath with the movement. All right, so the inhale, the breath leads the way. Begin to inhale and then let the movement follow. Begin to exhale and let the movement follow. Good. Now we're gonna inhale just the hips up, spine up. Tuck your shoulders underneath you one at a time. Keep your hands on the floor here. We're gonna slowly root your weight into that left foot. You can slowly lift and extend your right leg up, and then let that thigh come parallel to the left thigh. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, drop your hips, your low back to tap the floor, and then inhale, push out of that left foot, lift. Exhale, tap and lower. Inhale, lift, really root into your heel. Exhale, tap. Inhale 2 more times. Exhale. One more. Exhale, bend that right knee, drop your hips and that foot together. Now, bring your knees together, feet go wide, arms out to a T, and windshield wipe your knees to the right and left, just a few times. Good. Try to move, or move your breath, bring your breath with you as you move. There we go, I got it. All right, and then bring your feet back together, knees pointing up, hands by your side, palms stay on the floor. Find your foundation in your feet, lift your hips, lift your spine, tuck your shoulders under you. Feel strong and stable in your shoulders, and then that right foot, bring your body weight there. Lift that left leg up to the ceiling, flex up through the heel, and then drop that left thigh parallel to the right. Feel this whole left leg strong. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, tap your hips down to the earth. Inhale, we push in the right foot, lift. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, tapping. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, tapping. Try to keep the thigh parallel, 2 more. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Bend that left knee, drop the foot to the floor. Knees touch, feet wide, arms out to a T. Drop it left to right, left to right. Good. And then we're gonna bring both knees into your chest. Squeeze them in, and then do a half straddle again. Hands on your inner knees, push those knees apart, relax your feet and ankles. Move a little side to side. And then we're gonna go for a full straddle. So just straighten your legs, reaching out through your heels. Still hold on to your inner thighs. You can still rock side to side if you want to, or pause in stillness. And start to feel your tailbone root down to the floor, your heels extending out to the side, pressing your inner thighs open just gently so that you feel that stretch. Take a couple more breaths here. Squeezing into the lower region of your abdomen. So beneath your navel, beneath your belly button, squeeze there. Root that tailbone down into the earth. One more full breath. And then simply bend your knees. Keep your knees wide here. Okay, now bottoms of your feet go up to the ceiling. So there's a nice bend in your knees. Bottoms of the feet parallel to the ceiling, and walk your hands down your outer shins to your ankles, or hook the outer edges of your feet. You can even bring peace fingers around your big toes. The moment that your tailbone is lifted and your lower back feels like there's air there, lower your hand position down, or actually technically up your legs, right? So your calf or your heels or your ankles, and root your tailbone down to the floor. Start to tuck your shoulder blades underneath you and elongate your neck as well, so your chin is coming towards your chest. Take another breath. And then bend the knees more, ankles in. Slowly keep your knees wide, bring the bottoms of your feet together, and see if you can reach to interlace your fingers around the outer edges of your feet. Root that tailbone down, roll the shoulders underneath you, grow the neck longer, take a breath, maybe try to look at your toes. Again, squeeze that lower belly in. Another deep breath. Feel the knees opening wide, and at the same time, keep pulling the feet into the midline of your body. Another breath. And then slowly release the grip. Bring your knees together. Feet go up to the ceiling, heels up, hands by your side. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, lower both legs for the count of 5, 4. Keep them straight and strong, so keep reaching out of your heels. 2, 1. Tap your heels on the earth, hover them above the earth. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out here. Slowly lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big breath in. Exhale right away, lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, tap, full round of breath. Exhale it out. Inhale, slow lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big breath in. Exhale, last one, lower for 5. Try to spread your toes here. Reach through those heels. Thighs are tight, knees are squeezing, heels are squeezing. 1, tap it. Deep breath in and out. Exhale. Slowly lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees, hug it out. Woo. Lift your tailbone even. Might kind of rock that tailbone up and down. Good. And then we're gonna simply just rock up and down. So hold behind your thighs with momentum, lift up and lower down. Few times along the axis along your spine. Deep breaths in and out. And then we're gonna pause in a seated position. So we won't do more core. Bring the bottoms of your feet together, again, knees wide. Hold on to your shins. You can remove the flesh out from underneath you. Roll the shoulders back. Take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale, pull your heart close towards your toes. Walk your fingers down the legs. Roll the shoulders back. Deeper breath in. Exhale, squeeze the lower belly and start to lower even more. Few more breaths here. Another one. Exhale. And then slowly lift. Good. Reach both arms up. Exhale, twist over to your right and drop your arms down. Let your left hand land on your outer right ankle, right hand's behind you. Deep inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, squeeze your belly and start to gaze back. Keep breathing here. Every inhale, grow longer and taller. Every exhale, squeeze that belly in and gaze back. Good, one more round. Try to root that left hip down here. Notice if you're leaning to the right. Inhale now, both arms up. Exhale, twist to your left. Drop your arms, right hand's on the outer left ankle, left hand's behind. Full breath, lift the spine tall. Exhale, gaze back behind you so you're completing this twist through the neck. Couple more rounds of breath here. Squeeze into that belly as you exhale. Gaze back gently, and then try to relax the shoulders back and down as well. Another full round. Beautiful. Hello, my friends. Exhale, twisting, and then inhale, lift both arms up. Reach up. Exhale, fold forward over your legs, letting your arms come past your toes, or your fingers come past your toes. Then inch a little side to side. You might just automatically do it. Hips moving back. Take a breath. You can tent your fingertips and lift your heart forward. Try to elongate, pulling your upper back out of the hips. Squeeze that lower belly and reach. Walk your fingers forward a little bit more. So you start to feel maybe even the skin sensation, right? That skin stretching sensation. And as you're reaching, let your head be heavier. 3 more deep breaths here. Engage that belly, squeeze the navel and reach a little more. 2 more full breaths. Last one. Squeeze it, reach it, heavy head. Engage your belly, let your hands slide on the floor. Roll the shoulders up and back. Swoop your arms up, big breath in. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Take a deep breath here, close your eyes, and do a silent Om in your mind. Beautiful. All right, let's come off of our seat, come to your tabletop position on your hands and knees. Spread those fingers wide, and we'll find our cow pose to start. So exhale all of the air out of the body. Inhale, drop your belly, separate those sit bones behind you, rotate the creases of your elbows forward, looking up. Exhale, reverse it, round your spine. Tuck your tailbone and bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, drop the belly. Try to keep your shoulders over those wrists from pose to pose here. Exhale, round it out. Push everything into the floor, even so much that your knees could lift. That's how much your feet are pushing. Inhale again. Keep going here, whatever movements feel good. If there's additional movements that your body's asking for, invite it in. Side bending, swooping your head in nice big circles, right? Just warming up. Let's do about 3 more breaths. Whatever you are doing is perfect. Just let your eyes close and let the body lead the way here. Try to refrain from using your thinking mind and just let your subconscious, in a way, lead you, right? What does your body want? And then we'll find our tabletop position. Curl your toes behind you. We're gonna lift the knees, hovering those shins above the floor. Take 3 deep breaths here. Squeeze into your belly. Another one. Squeeze. Last one here. Inhaling and then exhale, push your chest to your thighs, your head goes between your arms, and then lift those hips up high. Lift your heels up so you're on your tippy toes. Then micro bend your knees just a little bit. Flip that tailbone up higher, like there's a string there. You may really be pressing into your hands, pushing your chest to your thighs. So then engage your core. Try to pull the front of your ribs towards each other and notice how that kind of rounds your upper back. And then keep a little bend in your knees and reach your heels down towards the floor. Good, nice deep breath in here. Maybe an open mouth exhale. You can start to invite movement in if that's what your body's asking for. I encourage you to do whatever feels right? So if something that I'm saying is not resonating with you, just don't do it. Do what your body is asking. That might mean movement when I say stillness, and that's okay. There's no right or wrong here. I'm just simply your guide, and I trust that you are keeping yourself safe because every day is different and the way we approach postures can be different every single day. So just be kind in your mind, try to release any judgment, and just be with yourself, giving your body what it needs right now. We're gonna walk our hands to your feet. So bend your knees, lift your heels, walk your hands all the way back. Come into a forward fold here, relax your head, and you can grab opposite elbows. Relax heavy through those arms. Shake your head yes and no. Squeeze that navel in as you exhale. Couple more breaths. Heavier head, like a bobblehead. Just shake it, let it hang. One more. And then drop your arms. Inhale, lift halfway up. Hands on your shins, roll your shoulders back, squeeze those front ribs together. Exhale, fold forward. 2 more times. Inhale, lift halfway up. Really extend your spine out of the hips. And then exhale, fold. This time, inhale, notice where the weight goes on your feet and try to keep it even between your heels and toes. Good. Exhale, fold. Now roll all the way to standing. Push away from your feet, round your back, roll the shoulders. Inhale the arms up. Hands to your heart as you exhale. Pausing here, think about an intention that you'd like to set for yourself here. Something to support your practice in this time that you've chosen to dedicate for yourself, to yourself, or something totally different to support maybe a project that you're working on, or an experience, or a situation with someone in your life. Find whatever word that resonates with you in this moment to support whatever it might be. So just like your yoga practice, this is very personal. Start finding this word, repeating itself in your mind a few times. Take some nice deep breaths in, breathing that intention into your body. In a way, letting go as you exhale of anything that's resisting you against that intention. And then we'll release our hands. Bending your knees, bring your fingers to graze the outer edges of your feet. So your knees are deeply bent. Weight goes right into your heels. See if you can lift your toes here. And then bring your elbows to your knees. Interlace your fingers. Push into those elbows and engage your belly. Now start to feel your shoulders rolling back. Belly still tight, tailbones lowering. Try to keep this whole position with your legs and your hips and your torso. Hover your elbows above the thighs and then swoop your hands by your hips. Roll the shoulders back, palms are facing the floor or kind of in front of you. Take a deep breath, engage the belly. Beautiful. Arms reach forward, let them come right up by your ears. Exhale, arms come down right by your hips. Try to keep your whole body still, just the arms are moving. Inhale up, exhale low. 2 more. Inhale forward. Exhale. Try to feel the neck get really long here so the chin comes to the chest, arms up. Exhale, arms by your hips. All the way to standing. Inhale, push away from your feet, squeeze your glutes, lift your heart, back bend. Exhale, fold forward right away. All the way down. Heavy head, shake it out, yes and no. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Slowly walk back to your downward facing dog. Spread those fingers wide, find your foundation. Reach those hips up high. And then start to spiral your arms, externally rotating those arms, hugging your ribs in. Deep breath here. Sigh it out. Bend your knees, easy your hands, and take a nice big step forward. Remember which foot led you there, because we will always switch. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold forward. Drop your head heavy. Now, step your left foot back. Nice and far, drop that left knee down to the earth. Untuck your left toes, right hand to your knee, left hand. Good, pressing away, and then lift both arms all the way up. Palms are facing each other here. Sink into the hips, right? Allow yourself to sink here, but keep your core nice and strong. Deep round of breath. Palms facing each other, and start to just feel your foundation, where you are meeting your mat, right? We always tend to, not always, but we tend to sink into it, and we kind of like just forget about where we're touching the floor. So feel that connection. Push a little bit. Push your toenails on that left foot down. Push the toe mound and your right heel down. Take another full breath. Exhale, fold forward. Now our hips are going to go back, bringing us into our half splits. So bring your prop with you. Bring any props that you want, blocks or books, right? You also don't have to if you don't have them or you don't need them. Hands right on the outer edges of the leg. You can straighten this right leg as much as you can. Feel your tailbone reach back. Big inhale, heart reaches forward. Exhale, the elbows can bend and your heart and your chin lead the way here. So notice the upper back. Is the upper back rounding? Are those shoulders rounding? Are you concaving into the chest? So instead, try to feel that tailbone extend back, heart pulling forward, opening up the space across the throat, and exhale. It's almost like the throat could lead the way. One more breath. Exhale here, squeeze that belly in. Good, now press into your hands, stay here. Bring both hands on the outer right leg. So either onto your block, your prop, or the floor. Keep feeling your right hip pull back slightly and then into the midline of your body. Take a deep breath, right toes are up. Exhale, maybe bend the elbows and lower ever so slightly to turn that stretch on. You might be feeling this on your outer leg or more on the back leg still. Squeeze your belly, another breath. Good, guys. And then push into your hands, lift up, walk both hands to the left side or the inner side of your right leg. Hands can be like parallel to the seat or the outer edge of the mat. Take a breath. Exhale, lower the torso. You can even walk your hands forward here to feel more of a stretch to that back right side body. Deep breath. Still feel your right hip move back and into the midline of the body here. Another one. Squeeze your belly and then lift back up. Replant your hands, walk forward. All right, I'm gonna switch sides here just to get a sense of what we're doing, a little different. So we're gonna bring both hands onto this right knee again. Left hand comes to your hip and then lift those left toes and move that foot to the right edge of the mat, right? That's what we're doing. You may wanna bring your hands down and adjust your knee. My leggings always get a little knotted there. So if yours do, if you're wearing leggings. So now our right back of the hand is gonna be on the inner right knee. Left hand can be on that hip. And just feel this movement of kind of going forward towards these right toes. Notice this movement, this rotation of your left hip. In a way, we are in a kneeling warrior two pose, okay? So just think about that, this position with the legs, very similar. Start to feel the connection of your right foot on the earth. So push into the heel and the toe mound. You can maybe see that my toes are lifted. Let's extend both arms now out to a T. Facing your heart parallel to the left side of the mat. Push out of that right heel. Really feel yourself lift here. Press out of this left knee. Extend this energy up through your spine. Roll the shoulders back and down. Right palm flips up. Reach forward slightly. Keep your lower half where it is and reverse your kneeling warrior. Right hand can reach behind you. Left hand lands ever so slightly on that left leg. Or back of your left hand can come to your lower back. Pressing there, helping your tailbone to elongate. Feel that crease from your right side extend up through those fingers and then reach back a little bit more. 2 more breaths here. Your gaze can be up or your gaze can be down. Past that left shoulder, 1 more. Squeeze your belly in, reach. Good, and then inhale back to your arms out to a T. Now, your right back of the hand's coming to the knee. Let's bring the left hand to the back of your head. Full breath in, again, root through this right heel. Slowly start sliding your right arm down the inner edge of that knee, reaching your toes towards the inner arch. It's not about how far you go here. Feel that right elbow push into that knee and feel your knee pushing back. Feel your tailbone grow long towards this left knee. And then push the back of your head into your hand. Reach up through that left elbow and start to reach forward towards the front of the mat with your left elbow. Beautiful. Nice deep round of breath, open heart. Your shoulders are stacked. Keep letting that right arm slide down. Maybe your fingertips graze the inner ankle right by the floor. 2 more breaths. Beautiful, guys. 1 more. Now, strong core. Push out of this right heel. Lift it up. Both arms to a T. Full breath in. Woo! Let's bring our hands to our hips, and you can use your hands to support or just simply rotate that foot back. Land your hands down. All right, bring both hands on the inside of your right foot. Walk that foot out to the side and just sink into your hips here, a little lizard pose. Deep breath in. Exhale. I'm gonna switch sides now. Another full breath. Sink lower. Good. Okay, now we're gonna curl the left toes, lift that knee. Walk this right foot back to the midline. Right hand's on the outside. Step back. Find your plank pose and then push to your downward facing dog. Deep breath in right here. Just sigh it out. And then we're gonna lift your right leg up. Lift the leg, bend your knee, and open up that right hip. Now do big circles with your right hip. So you're technically bringing your knee in circles. Bringing that right knee down towards your left knee, opening that hip up as much as you can, really reaching that knee forward, out, and all the way. Good. And then reverse the rotation. Exaggerate the movement. Don't worry about the rest of the body. Just do the biggest circles of the hip that you can. And then straighten that right leg and find your downward facing dog as you exhale. Deep breath in right here. And out. Another full breath. Sigh it out. Bend your knees. Look at your hands. Step forward now, leading with your opposite foot. Both feet there. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold forward. Plant your hands. Right leg goes back. Drop that foot down. Drop your knee to the earth. Left hand on your knee. Right hand on the knee. You can untuck those right toes. Push away from the floor. Push away from that thigh. Both arms up. Palms face each other. I don't have my hairband today. And then you can allow yourself to sink into your hips. Deep breath in. Sink a little lower. Relax the shoulders. Start to squeeze the front ribs right here, right? Where we love to just flare it. Squeeze it. You can even start to feel that foundation pushing against that left foot, left heel, your big toe, and the right toe nails even. Another breath. And then exhale, fold forward. Plant your hands. Push into your hands to move those hips back, half splits. Left leg goes nice and straight as feels good for you, right? Because know that a bend in the knee is totally fine also, right? Wherever you are feeling the stretch behind that thigh. To turn it on a little bit more, feel that tailbone reach behind you like there's a string there and someone's tugging. And then your heart reaches forward, right? So there's a simultaneous string out through the tailbone, out through the heart. And then exhale, we can slowly let the elbows bend, lowering. Let your head get heavy. So you feel your neck get a little longer, maybe even move your head side to side. Another deep breath. And then we're gonna slowly push into our hands. Now bring both hands to the left out or the outer left side of your leg. Yeah, I got it, okay. Then feel your left hip hug back. Keep this thigh active. Take a deep breath, lift upper back out of the hips, and then lower if it feels available. Deep breath in. Squeeze your belly in as you exhale. 2 more here. Steady, long breaths. And then lift back up. Walk both hands to the inside of the leg. Take a breath, long spine, and you can walk at an ankle here, right? Lowering down, or just keep your hands under and lower. Deep breath. Tailbone still charging back. That left hip is still hugging back. So your hips, you can imagine, are parallel to the front of the mat. Last one, breathe into it, my friends. And then come back up, outline this leg, rebend that knee. Woo. All right, here we go. Now, left hand, right hand on that thigh, right hand to your hip. Push away from this left foot, feel that foundation. Lighten the weight on that right foot and swivel. Rotate, so now your heart is facing this right edge of the mat, right? Yeah, your right edge. I technically said left on the other, or right on the other side. Anyway, okay, so now we're finding this like kneeling warrior 2, right? So feel the movement. Move a little towards knee, towards those toes, right? Keeping that alignment, working on that alignment, so when we find our warrior 2 later, you know where we're going. Okay, now arms to a T. Feel that foundation, root into that left heel, left big toe mound. Okay, press out of the right knee, and then feel that push, lift up, right? There's like an energy pull up. Arms to a T, left palm flips up without moving the lower half of the body. Reach forward, inhale that arm up and back. Now, flip your right palm behind you, bring that back of the hand to the lower spine. Feel your tailbone lengthen towards that right knee. Deep breath in, reach back as you exhale. Try to relax your shoulders, couple more. Maybe looking up, stay connected with that left knee being directly over the left ankle. Good, one more. And then inhale, strong core, lift your arms back to a T. Back of your left hand on the inner knee, right back or right palm comes to the back of your head. Alrighty, reach up through that right elbow. Exhale, engage your core and just slide this left arm down the inner left knee, reaching your fingers towards that heel. Pause whenever you feel a gentle stretch. Then reactivate, lengthening that heart forward, tailbone low, reaching out through the right elbow. Feeling that beautiful side body stretch. Couple more. Another one. Push your head into that hand. Good, and then lift it up. Straighten that right arm, lift. Woo! Beautiful. Arms up. Let's rotate. Exhale, fold forward. Be careful of your knee and your kneecap, okay? Curl those right toes, lift the knee. We're gonna step back, find your plank, find your down dog. Right away, lift that left leg up, bend the knee, lift that left hip on top of the right, and then do the biggest, most exaggerated hip circles that you could possibly do. Like you've never possibly gone this wide before. And then when it feels good, go in the opposite direction. Bring your breath with you. Scoop out those hips. Scoop out where you're storing all that emotional stuff. And then left leg goes straight, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Walk your hands to your feet. Open up your feet as wide as the mat. Toes point out. Sink your hips low, low squats. Yogi squat. Little mini break. Deep breaths in and out. Squeeze the belly. Try to push those knees into your elbows. Elbows are pushing back. Your spine is growing. You could almost lift your hips. It's how much energy is pulling up the midline. Squeezing the belly. Another one. Hands down, hips up. Toes forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Extend the spine. Exhale, fold, heavy head, and then walk forward. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Now officially shift forward. Find your plank pose. All right. First flow of the night. We're pausing in our plank, breathing, rolling the shoulders back, heels pull back, move my hair, another full breath, and then you can choose to go for your chaturanga or ashtanga namaskar, dropping your knees down first. I'm gonna do this one. Knees down, hips and belly stay off the floor. Then we pull our heart down right in between the thumbs. So the hips stay up. Inhale, then we pull forward, dropping those hips low, come into your cobra. Elbows in, roll the shoulders back, tighten the belly. Then curl your toes right away, engage your core, lift up and back, downward facing dog. Full breath. Sigh it out. Another one, big breath in. Open mouth, exhale, heavy head. Last one, lion's breath. Stick your tongue out, roll your eyes. Bend your knees, inhale. Look at your hands, step forward, opposite foot leading you. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold, heavy head. Bend your knees, left leg goes back, high lunge pose. Feet are hip distance. Hover your heart above this thigh, start to hover your hands above the earth, and then fly those hands by your hips like we did when we were in our chair pose. Shoulders rolling back, engage your core. Left heel is lifting. Push out of those left toes so that heel is right on top of those toes. Roll that right hip back, hug the front ribs in, take another breath, squeeze your core. Inhale, just the arms come forward, meet your ears, lift up. Swivel your left heel down, warrior two. Dropping your arms out to a T. Now check out your right knee. Where are you going here? Feel that right knee safely right over the heel. Arms are nice and active. Feel the tailbone lengthen down, so you're pressing out of this right heel, rooting out of that left foot to feel this energy pull up, just like we did before. Right palm flips up. Keep your lower half stuck in glue. Reach that right arm forward. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Left palm faces behind you, coming to the your back of your hand, coming to the low spine. Deep breath in, reach as you exhale. Another one. Inhale, arms to a T. Pause here. Back of that right hand on the inner knee. You can bring the back of I keep saying that, left hand to the back of your head if you want, feeling that elbow help you to reach. Slide that right arm down the inner right knee. Keep rooting out of that right heel. A little side angle action. Roll the shoulders back, stack those shoulders. Deep breaths. Beautiful, Shauna. Engage your core. Another one. Soften the face. Last one here. Lift that left arm up. Lift up. Woo! Left hand to your hip. Half moon pose, babes. Slowly step this left leg in. Find your balance on your right. You can actively reach forward through this right arm as you push out of your sitting leg and reach back through the left. Or right away, find your support. Bringing your hand on the block or whatever, and then focus on lifting that left leg. Left hip stacking on top of the right. Left shoulder on top of the right. Left arm up. Full breath. Squeeze into the core. Think about getting your spine longer out of the hips. Beautiful, balance. Another one. And then right knee bends, find your warrior two. Woo! Deep breath in, yes. Exhale, cartwheel your arms down on the inside of your right foot. Lift that left heel up, find your lizard pose. Right foot goes out to the edge, take a breath, lift your heart forward, drop that left knee down, untuck your toes. Another deep inhale. Then we can let the elbows soften, palms come down, maybe walking forward, sinking our torso on the inside of this leg. Beautiful work, guys. Let's do two more here. I'm not going to be here forever. See where you can go. Maybe forearms come down. Surprise yourself. All right, now back up onto the hands. See, I told you it wouldn't be that long. Walk your right foot to the left side of the mat. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. All right, hands are in the front of the knee, and you're going to curl your left toes to lift the knee and move it forward slightly. Then drop your right knee out to the edge of the mat. Pigeon pose. Strange transition, but we did it. Right knee comes out at an angle from your right hip rather than straight in front. Feel that right knee out to the right edge of the mat. Untuck those left toes. Take a deep breath, upper spine pulling out of the hips. Exhale, let the elbows soften, let the heart lead the way as you fold in. Take your time here. We will spend some time here. So cushion up as much as you need to, my friends. You can bring a blanket, a pillow, or whatever underneath your hips. Even if you feel like you don't need it, sometimes it's nice to have that support just to alleviate some of the depth of this stretch, right? Sometimes it's just nice to not go as far. Sometimes it's really nice to go super far. So just listen and do what is presenting itself for you right now. Think about that left hip getting heavier. Find your breath, right? Start to, as you find stillness in the body, like we did in the beginning of class, create this internal awareness and an inside out view. What's going on? Take inventory. Notice, become familiar, and be loving. Be kind and thoughtful as you observe. Be encouraging and supportive of yourself as you're noticing these things. Let your head get heavier. If it's holding on, shake it out a little. If it's really stuck up. And then how relaxed can you get for these next 3 breaths? Where else can you let go? And then finding your hands on the earth under your shoulders, press up. All right, curl those left toes, lift that knee, swoop it up, 3-legged dog. Yes, open up that hip. Big circles again, here we are. Nice and big. Go in the opposite direction whenever. Find your breath. Straighten that leg up. Exhale, find your downward facing dog. Stretch the back of that leg. Press into your hands. Take a full breath. Lion's breath, exhale. Inhale. Lift that left leg all the way up. Bend your knee, bring it forward to your nose. Land that foot down between your hands. Find your high lunge, hovering your hands above the earth to start. Then we hover the chest, we hover the hands, shoulders rolling back. Really active through this right leg, pushing almost like you could fly, right? But it's staying rooted down. Even do that a couple of times, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Left hip's hugging back, right glute is tight, sink a little lower. Next, inhale, arms come up. They meet your ears, we rise, and we open up warrior two. Right heel drops, left knee bends. Full breath in, sink a little lower. Good. Feel nice and steady here. Left heel is over that, or left knee is over that heel. Beautiful. Now we keep that lower half stepping glute. Left palm up, reach forward. Inhale that arm up. Right palm faces behind you, back of that right hand on the lower back, relaxing that right shoulder. Keeping that left knee bent, full breath in, reaching as you exhale. Another full breath. Remember, you can change your gaze. And then inhale, warrior two. Good, back of your left hand on that left knee, your right palm to the back of your head if you want. Deep breath, root into that left heel. Still feel this energy pulling up through the spine. Reach out through that right elbow. Slowly slide the back of your hand down the inner knee, only until you feel a gentle stretch, right? So there's the simultaneous stretch and strength, big time here. Squeeze into your core, legs are strong, tailbone's lengthening. Another couple breaths. Steady breath, my friends. And then inhale that right arm long, let it lift you up. Exhale, sink. One more full breath. Right hand to your hip. Bend into that knee. Can you float right into it? Shoot. Nope, can't do it. Shoot your weight onto that left leg. Fly that left arm forward, right leg back. Slowly, lower, lower, lower. Right leg is active. Right shoulder's lifting on top of the left. Your tailbone is even lengthening towards that right heel. Your spine is growing longer out through the crown. Right arm extends up whenever you want. Few more breaths. Steady breath. You've got it here. One more inhale. Warrior two with your exhale. Super soft landing of that right foot. As soft as you can. Awesome. Deep breath in. Cartwheel it down inside of your left foot. Lift that right heel up. Walk your left foot out to the edge of the mat. Take a deep breath in your runner's lunge. Drop that right knee down. Feel that nice stretch here. Full breath. And then maybe the elbows or the palms come down. The elbows can bend. Take your time. We're not going to be here super long, so enjoy the opportunity to find ease here with those exhales. Only two more from here. Last one. All right, press up onto your hands. Walk that left foot over, all the way over to the outer right edge of that mat, and then curl your right toes, lift the knee, move it forward just like an inch. Drop that left knee down to the outer edge, to the left side of the mat. Then we untuck those right toes. You can even find more space moving that knee back a bit. Take a full breath, lift your heart. Exhale, maybe we start to lower. Notice the difference on the sides of your body. Take your time. Just because you went somewhere on that other side doesn't mean you need to go there on this side. Right? Be kind, listen, tune in. What is going on beneath the surface? Be kind there as you notice. Right? We tend to be very judgmental of ourselves, so natural. So the practice is in observing yourself in the most loving way. Right? That loving awareness. Just noticing and observing, getting used to you, really, and getting used to this new pattern of thinking, if it is new for you, of noticing in a loving way. And if we easily get caught up in this cycle of, oh, I'm feeling this way, and why am I feeling that way? Oh, I'm judging myself. Why am I judging myself? I'm so judgy. Blah. You know, it's like this spiral. So catch that spiral, pause it, notice it, smile at it, and let it go. Move on to the next. Notice that you're being judgmental, and that's okay, right? You've practiced, you've learned, you're moving on. Last few breaths, right? So enjoy the opportunity to sink more. Relax the head, the neck. Where else can you relax? All right, press back up onto those hands. We're coming back into our three-legged dog. Curl your right toes with the knee. Float that left leg up. Woo, hip crack. Open it up, and then biggest circles. Just a few here. Stay strong in your hands, foundation. Press out of those hands, strong in your shoulders. Go in the other circle. Deep breath. Three-legged dog, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Side out. If you want to go for one more flow, be my guest. Shift forward to your plank pose, lower down, or just hang out here for a few more breaths in downward facing dog, relaxing the head, feeling that spinal extension. That down dog is all about. Tailbone up, heavy head. Another breath. Open mouth, exhale. And then look at your hands, bring your weight forward. Step to the outer edges of your wrists. Low squat, yogi squat. Elbows on those inner knees. Lift and lengthen the spine, full breath. Right away, exhale, lower. Lower all the way down to your hips. Let's keep your left leg long, right knee stays bent, and we drop that knee open. Bring that foot high up your left thigh. Scoot your hips back, remove the flesh. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, fold over this left leg. Letting your hands outline the leg and letting your shoulders be as parallel to the floor as you can get them. Relax the head here. Start to feel your right hip push down. Right, so notice how as you're reaching for this left leg, this right hip is gonna lift, right? Because all these muscles, the kinetic chain, you're bringing weight over here. So root that right hip down. Squeeze the navel in as you exhale, fold more. Now start to relax your head. Last one. Walk your hands back to your body. Rotate to face the right side of your mat, and then use your hands to open your hips up here. Opening this right knee up. So this left leg stays where it is, right? And then we're gonna reach your arms up. Left hand lands onto that knee. Deep breath, reaching up through your right arm. Yeah, so left hand, right knee. Deep breath. And then reach your right arm over towards your left toes. Deep breaths into that whole right side. Hook that right knee with your left hand and pull slightly. So you're helping to stack your shoulders here. Engage the belly, keep reaching. Beautiful, guys. Couple more. Maybe looking up, maybe down. And then let's lift up. Right hand lands down. Push into this hand, reach forward through your left arm and lift yourself up onto your right knee, onto that left ankle. Start to reach your left arm all the way back behind you. Deeper breath, stretch the whole left side body. And lower down as you exhale. Beautiful. Face forward again. Lift your right knee up. Your right foot's on the floor, and then we're gonna lift it up and over your left thigh, planting that foot down. Interlace your fingers around your right knee, lift your heart up to that leg. Squeeze your belly as you exhale here, pull the shoulders down. Now we're twisting. Left arm wraps around that leg, right arm goes up, 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 and then reach back behind you. Half floor to the fish. Press into that right hand, lift your heart, so it's all about your spine getting longer, your spinal extending. There we go, spinal extension. Okay, I can talk. Another big breath, long spine. Squeeze the belly in, keep your spine tall, twist, and then release. Both hands to the left outer hip. Dip your heart towards the floor, lean into it, and then lift up, right leg goes long. Feet on the floor, windshield wipe, boop, 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 boop. All right, now left knee bends, drop it open. Left foot on the inner thigh. Remove the flesh, find your hips about parallel, right? Inhale, arms up, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Letting your hands land, outlining the leg, shoulders parallel. Inhale, lift the heart to your toes, squeeze the core in, left hip roots down. Now just breathe. Again, keeping that left hip strongly rooted down, letting your head start to get a little heavier. Squeeze the belly into the low back. One more breath. And then step your hands back up. Now we're going to use our hands to open up your hips to face the left side of your mat. So I'm just going to rotate here. And then that right leg is long still. Okay, we're gonna bring both arms up. Right hand holds that left knee. Reach higher through that whole left arm and then slowly hook this right knee. Move that foot as you need to. Both hips are rooted here. And then slowly reach. Deep breath, lift that heart forward. Hook that left knee with that right arm. Keep reaching actively though through those left fingers. Few more breaths. Breathing right into that stretch that you feel. Think I love you, side body. So proud of you. You feel so good here. So glad that you're able to stretch this way. And then we'll lift up. Deep positive talk. I love it. Left hand comes down. So whoop this right arm all the way up. Press into lift up on that left knee, right ankle. Reach back, reach back, reach back. And lower back down. All right, facing the front of your mat. Now your left knee comes up, left foot on the outer edge of that leg. Interlace around your left shin, deep breath. Engage the belly. Keep your right leg strong and active. Right arm hooks that left knee, left arm up with your inhale. Exhale, twist. Plant that left hand down, deep breath, lift and lengthen the spine, long, tall spine. Exhale, twist and gaze back. Couple more breaths. Another one. And then release, both hands to the outer right hip. Drop that heart low, counter twisting, and then lift up. Left leg goes long. Both legs long, remove the flesh out from under you, arms come up. Exhale, fold forward. Let your hands land wherever, relax your head, heavy here. Breathe into the back body, squeeze your belly in as you exhale. And then we're gonna roll slowly all the way up. Stack your spine one vertebrae at a time, roll your shoulders back and up, swoop your arms forward, and then one vertebrae at a time, lower all the way to your spine. As slowly as you can, reaching like you're reaching for those toes. Slow motion, lowering down. Relax your head heavy, tuck your shoulders underneath you. Any last movements that feel good for you, do it, my friends. Otherwise, I'm bringing you right into your Shavasana. You can bring and throw your legs up the wall if you want to. Really nice to release kind of any lactic acid and all that, the stale blood that gets stuck in our veins, really. Just pulling out of your body, pulling out of your legs. I mean, stimulating your organs and digestion, all that good stuff. So wherever you want to go in your Shavasana, find that place, tuck your shoulders underneath you, feet flop open, allow the eyes to close if that feels good. And then with an open mouth, exhale all of the air out of your body. Get as empty as you can. Seal your lips and take the deepest breath in. Fill your belly up. Fill up into your ribs, pull that breath all the way up into your upper chest. Hold the breath there, sip it up, hold it, sip it. And then an open mouth, exhale and release. Relax your whole back side of the body, wiggle and jiggle any last fidgets out, and then commit to stillness here with yourself. Now I'll walk you through a rotation of consciousness to help you just stay present and relax the whole body. So all you need to do is stay where you are and listen to my words. Bring your awareness to my words or the parts of your body that I'm calling out. And then just keep moving on to each part with me. And if you lose your attention, if you lose where you are, no big deal. Just pick up where you hear next. Bring your awareness to the space between your eyebrows, the tip of your nose, your chin, your throat center, the center of your chest, the navel center, center of your hips. Bring your awareness to your right hand, your right thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, your right shoulder, armpit, right side waist, right hip, right upper leg, knee, lower leg, ankle, your right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, the whole right side of your body. Bring your awareness to your left hand, your left thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, your left armpit, your left side waist, your left hip, thigh, knee, lower leg, ankle, your left big toe, your left second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, the whole left side of your body, the whole front half of your body, the whole back half of your body, your whole body, your whole body, resting effortlessly. Feel the flow of your breath, the rise and fall of the breath, like a wave in the body. The inhale, bringing the wave in the body, down the torso to the toes. The exhale, bringing the wave up the legs, up the torso, out the nose. Feel the wave of your breath. Feel the weight of your breath sink you heavier against your mat. Ride the wave of your breath. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Become aware of your body on your mat again. And allow movement to trickle inside. As you wriggle your fingers and as you wriggle your toes, and you slowly start to reawaken. Feeling deeper breaths traveling in and out of the body. Moving the facial muscles, but allowing the eyes to stay closed. Rocking your head side to side. And then doing a full body stretch like you're just waking up. Reaching your arms back and your toes forward. Reach and stretch and flex the whole body here. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale and relax the body. And then bend your knees, roll over to your side. Exhale heavily there. Think about your intention. And then slowly press up to a comfortable seated position, letting your eyes stay closed along the way. Lengthening the spine out of the hips once you get there. Let's take a nice deep breath in together. With an open mouth, exhale it out. Let the corners of your mouth lift to your ears. Give yourself a nice big smile. Maybe breathe it in. Be proud of yourself. Hold gratitude in your heart for you, for all the things that you do all day for others, and for then choosing to take this time for you, to fill your cup back up, to be with yourself and kind of reevaluate how you are feeling right now. Resetting and hitting the reset button right here. Let's bring our palms together in front of our hearts and begin to rub your palms. Generating heat and energy, go faster and faster. Bring your warm palms to cup over your closed eyes, barely on your face. Take a nice deep breath in. And then release your hands down as you exhale, pressing your palms again in front of your heart center. Believe in yourself and do what you are supposed to. Appreciate yourself, enjoy yourself, and love yourself. From my heart to yours, my friends. Namaste.